I used to think that too, that it was catching lightning in a bottle, or capturing lightning in a bottle. And in some ways it sometimes is. Like on YouTube, a YouTube video goes viral. Who's to say what will go viral or what won't go viral? But actually there are companies that create videos that they know will go viral. And there are also companies that have created products that you knew would go viral. For example, PayPal. PayPal was a viral product. And how did they chart their virality, or how they predict their virality? Well, they gave you a bribe. They'd say, hey, we'll give you $5 if you sign up for PayPal. And not only that, but for every person you refer to us who signs up, we'll give you another $5. Well, they grew virally. And one thing that they found, and the other companies that are viral have found, that human actions are predictable in large enough numbers. If you get hundreds of thousands of people doing something, you can actually chart your virality. Human behavior can be charted, and you can actually see if they will embrace a product or not. In the case of PayPal, they had very straight curves. They knew that the curve was going to be like this, and it was, because of that human behavior aspect. I can guarantee you that if Sarah Silverman creates a funny video with Matt Damon in it, it's going viral. She knew it, and it did go viral. I can also guarantee you that when Jimmy Kimmel got Ben Affleck to do a retaliatory video, and it, which was very funny and had celebrities like Brad Pitt in it and others like that, Cameron Diaz, you knew that it was going to go viral too. I mean, there's certain ways that you could absolutely almost guarantee a viral product, or a viral video, for example, if that's what you want. Now, of course, getting celebrities is not the easiest thing in the world. But Jib Jab is a company that doesn't use celebrities at all. They're satire. They're the ones who do those funny, takeoffs of the election, and it's very funny, very satirical, and everyone that they do goes viral because, satire is inherently funny, and they do a good job of it, and they go viral. And so I think that it's not true exactly that you can't predict virality. Sometimes you can, especially if you have a really good product or a video that touches certain of these themes. There's a company called Blendtec, and they're from Utah. And they came up with this viral campaign that was truly ingenious, because Blendtec is a small manufacturer of blenders, and no one had ever heard of them a few years ago. And what did they do? They made these blenders that are, well, they claim to be incredibly industrial strength. And so what they did is they had their CEO, their founder, this guy who's like in his 60s, wearing a white lab coat. They put on some cheesy 70s, like Starsky and Hutch kind of music at the beginning, and the whole theme of their series of videos was, will it blend? And they would take things like a golf club, and they would blend it, or golf balls, or marbles, an iPhone, a video camera, and they'll put it in the blender, and it will, and they would destroy it, and then the whole punchline was, it does. And so their sales went up dramatically right after these things hit, and it cost them almost nothing to do. All they did was shoot and edit a video in Final Cut, put it up there on YouTube, and it went viral, and their sales increased. So even a blender, if they have the right campaign, can go viral. Just writing about something wasn't quite enough with something like this, that I had to actually have a proof of concept. And so what I did was I had a design team create a Facebook application. And it's called the Viral Loop Facebook application. You can get it online. And what it does is, because I think that users of social networks have value, and like, for example, Facebook's valuation today is something like $6.5 billion, give or take. Who knows, right? I mean, who knows what someone would pay for Facebook? But that's basically the valuation that was given by the latest round of investors. So we'll take $6.5 billion, and it has 350 million users. If Facebook only had 3 million users, it wouldn't have nearly the value that it does today. I'm sure we can all agree that it wouldn't have a valuation of $6.5 billion if they only had 3 million users. So users have value, and the more active they are on Facebook, the more value they have. Well, of course they do. I mean, they create more page views, they're more active, they invite more people. So users have more value the more active they are on an application like Facebook. And so what I argue is that these users, we can actually quantify their value. And so if you download this Facebook application, the Viral Loop Facebook application, it will tell you how much you are worth in dollars to Facebook, based on your level of activity, the number of friends you have, their level of engagement, and your what we call influence. How good are you at spreading our widget? And we take all this into account, create an algorithm, and we spit out a number for you. And in my case, I'm worth about $124 to Facebook. Well, that's phase one of our widget plan. But now we're on to phase two of our plan, which is what we're signing deals with companies where you can actually spend that money. And so if I'm worth $124 to Facebook, I should be able to spend that money. And what it is it's taking the concept of virtual goods or virtual products and flipping it on its ear. You know, virtual products are, if I play an online video game and I want to buy a machete, I actually can take real money and buy a machete. Or in the game Mafia Wars, I can buy an AK-47 or an Uzi or something like that, and it might cost me $5 American. That's real money, by the way, to buy a virtual good. We're doing the opposite. We're going to let you take virtual money and buy real things. And for example, it might manifest itself in, like, let's say a discount to an airline. I'm worth $124 to Facebook. Why can't I take $50 of that and get a discount on a ticket, or a discount on a rent-a-car, or a discount on a pair of jeans or a pair of shoes? And so we're busy trying to sign up retailers, and in the process of doing that, you'll actually be able to spend that money. Within that Viral Loop Facebook application, there's an ad for the book, and we found that the click-through rate is, the conversion rate of people who actually click on the ad is 13%. So that's actually 13% would actually click to Amazon and actually buy the book. Wow. So I mean, this branded application, I think, is pretty compelling. It's a pretty high conversion rate. I mean, but secondly, you know, I do a lot of. We have an iPhone app as well, a Viral Loop iPhone app, and what it is, it's a predictions market. And so we partnered with Intrade, which is the largest predictions market online. They're based in Ireland, and you can actually make predictions and trade predictions and bet on them like stock, not with real money, mind you. You know, like you know, tech-oriented ones or political ones or whatever Intrade is doing. And so we have an iPhone app for that. And we also, I've done a lot of writing to support the book. I write a column for Fast Company, and a lot of times, you know, of course, everything I write for Fast Company, if it's spread on Twitter, it goes viral. I think books have always been viral in the sense of, you know, what's the most powerful marketing you can have for a book is word of mouth. Word of mouth is viral. That's how things spread. And so what I'm hoping for is to get as many people as possible to read the book. And if they read the book, and I think they will, and they like the book, and I think they will, then they're going to talk about it and recommend it. And I hear anecdotal evidence of that all the time. But I need what I would call a large enough installed base for it to really spread virally. And so right now, I mean, the book is being published in India, in the UK, and Korea, and Brazil, and the US and Canada, of course. And there are more foreign rights are coming down the pike. And the more people that read it, the more people will talk about it. The more people who will talk about it, the more that I'll sell books. And so, you know, book publishing has always been a viral business, but they never really thought of it that way. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to juice that virality in whatever way I can.